Good.
DeAndre and Brian are kind of the veterans of that group now. What do you see from those two guys specifically?
Just a lot of growth. Both of them coming from being underclassmen to upperclassmen now, and it's really a big transition as far as leadership-wise. And so they're doing a really good job of really bringing some of the other guys along. Some of the younger guys in our room, really some of the stuff that you guys don't see kind of behind the scenes. They're doing a really good job with leadership there, and it's really starting to show up on the field. Now that we're kind of getting really in the middle towards the end of spring ball now.
How much did it help having Richard Bowens get here so soon?
It's really going to pay dividends for him, particularly in the weight room and in the classroom. He's just really getting accustomed to all that. He's really put on probably about 13 pounds since he's been here already. So he's getting bigger, which is making him faster and stronger and everything like that. So I think come the fall, is really going to be a guy that can really compete to help us out a lot. To add some depth for us, which is really good. So it's a really good decision for him.
Are you thinking is he probably in a redshirt category for that first year, or could he play right away?
Well, we really don't bring guys here to redshirt him, and we really hope that he can come and contribute to help us out on the field right away. And then if something happens where, hey, we have to redshirt him, then we'll do that. But really, for all those freshmen coming in, our intention is to try to get them guys on the field to help us out on special teams and on defense.
When you've had him on the field, what have you seen?
Really good athlete. He's naturally a state champion hurdler. And that shows on the field, his speed, how he runs. Got really good technique for a kid coming out of high school, still should be getting ready for his prom. And, so he really worked hard, extremely smart player, and he's going to be a good player for us. I'm really excited about his future here.
That was the thing kind of with Arnold last year. It seemed like you didn't want to redshirt him. You had him on the two deep, and then you kind of decided to redshirt him. What have you seen with his growth, and what made you almost play him last year?
Arnold's a tremendous man-to-man cover guy. Probably one of the best on our team, probably behind DeAndre and Brian Peavy. He really can play man-to-man coverage, and so that's what we like. He's a big body. It's really good in this conference. There's some big wide receivers running around out there, and so he can really match up well with those guys. And he plays hard. He loves the game of football, and that's exciting. So that's what kind of kept him up there. And we redshirt him, which is down the line is going to be a good thing for him.
How's DeAndre adapted to playing more corner?
Good. That's what he naturally, plays. The star thing was something he did out of necessity for the team, which shows what type of kid he is. He's a really good corner. I'm excited to for him to showcase what he can do to everybody. Really, him and Peavy can be a really, really good combination in this conference to really help us out.
What's the difference in kind of what you're asking him from that star spot to corner?
Just when you're guarding guys in the slot, it's a little more difficult. Those guys got a lot of space to move around. It's the reason why in the NFL those guys get paid a lot of money to guard the slot. And so, now on the outside, you got the sideline to help you out, different things like that. So, he's another guy. Him and Peavy work extremely hard, and and it just shows on the field. They're really doing a great job this spring. I'm really proud of them.
Obviously, you got a lot of returners. What are you really expecting from year one to year two from these guys in your system?
Just the knowledge of the defense now. When we say Apple, they understand what that means, as opposed to last year when you said it, they look at you like you had three eyes, and so that's been the biggest growth, is just the communication from coach to coach, from coach to player to player has been a lot better, which is making us a lot better defense. And so that's what I'm excited about, is just now we understand, we know each other, the relationship between us and the players have grown, immensely, and it shows. Spring has been going really good for us on the defensive end.
Did you see them kind of scratch that learning capacity last year at all?
Excuse me?
Did you see them kind of really kind of get that level of communication last year?
A little bit. The guys worked really hard last year. Our seniors did a great job, but like I said, it was just all new. Like I said, when you said Apple, they didn't know what that meant. But now, like I said, they just got that recall, and that means a lot. And repetition is the mother of all learning. And so just hearing it over and over again has now really made a big difference from this year. Our guys are playing a lot faster, with a lot more confidence. As coaches, we got a lot more confidence, and so it's been a really good learning curve. And last year we took a little bit of lumps, but it was a good thing.
How much do you learn about your guys, going from a practice, especially maybe the younger, newer guys, from practice to a scrimmage, where it's a little bit more?
Well, you learn a lot from a scrimmage because the coaches aren't really out there, just kind of them on their own. They're kind of on that island, as they call it. So you just get to learn. You get to know. You get to find out what they really know. And that's a good thing about the scrimmage. When we get into the fall, that's what you learn about a game. But you get to see what they really know, and that's a good thing, man. I wish we could scrimmage every day. It's really cool.
What are you hoping for from Kamari this season?
Kamari, just once again, just that leadership. Kamari is a playmaker. I mean, we've seen it for years here. So just expect him to kind of take that to another level. He's healthy, which is really good. I know at the end of the year last year he was a little banged up, but he's healthy. He's going. He's flying around, and I mean, to see him out in practice is really good. He missed a couple earlier, and now to see him out there is puts a big smile on my face.
Is he limited in what he's doing right now this spring?
Just by choice. We're just doing that by choice to kind of keep him a little limited, keep him fresh. Like I said, we really want to get him to the fall and for he can have the type of senior year that we all want him to have and that he wants to have.
Is there anything you can do to, I guess, make sure you keep him healthy? I know he's been dinged up a lot in the past, but I mean, how much is that something you can fix versus he just plays really intense?
I mean, he just plays hard, and injuries are part of the game, and so hopefully we can get a little lucky. But he's working hard in the weight room. He's doing what he has to do there. He's taking care of his body off the field, and he looks a little different than he did last year. So hopefully all those things combined will definitely help him stay healthy. But you know how it is. You also need a little bit of luck on your side when it comes to injuries.
All right, Coach.